Why do you think, if there is a problem in communication from yourself, it's a bit of self-reflection, how do you feel like you communicate to Sean?
I like how the therapist here was saying a bit of self-reflection. How do you feel like you communicate with Sean? I appreciated that because it was given pointing fingers, but okay, where do you need to take any accountability? Let's talk about it.
By shouting. That's what she does, Sean.
I'm not saying I'm the best communicator. Is your name Joe?
Exactly. No one asked you, Sean. Like, keep quiet, let her speak, please. Like, you lot are annoying me at this point. Like, either of you can get it right now.
Again, your identity is Sean, not Joe, not Ray. Your place is over there, yes?
So, like, for example, language, like, your place is over there. You can understand why that can be triggered.
Sometimes she's right. She's fine. Sometimes I'm right.
Yeah, this is the thing, man. This is the thing. These ones are toxic. Honestly, the first and the second one, they're probably the most toxic of them all so far.
I never acknowledges when I'm right. It's always her. When Ray feels something, it's all about her. She doesn't care about nobody else's feelings. Because nobody else's feelings matter.
I'm a bad bitch. It's always about me. Did you not know?
What is a bad bitch? What is that?
Me. Somebody who is independent, somebody who empowers herself.
You see? She's a bad bee. Okay.
Or somebody who is the epitome of strong. And that's what he can handle.
So 1 second. So from a strong independent point of view, do you find yourself depending on Sean to help regulate or facilitate those conversations when you're angry? Because on one hand, you're saying,
oh, did you see her face? She was caught. Caught. There was a court. That is literally what it's giving. Because you say you're a strong independent bee, right? But then this strong independent bee needs a man to regulate her emotions. Like, deep it, sis. Deep it. Let's see how she's going to get out this one.
Saying to him, I'm a bad bee. On the other hand, you want someone to help you calm down. Can you shed some light and just kind of let us know specifically what you actually want? Because it's important for Sean to know what you want from him specifically.
I'm looking for a partner. I've been the independent, strong woman, right? And I just want to be with somebody who can give me that balance. I want to feel like I have somebody in my corner. I have that.
So Sean, for you?
Interesting. She wants to feel like she has somebody in her corner. But with Sean, she doesn't feel that. So that's a very interesting thing to say, which makes me think, right? Like, I think because Sean is elusive, right? Not very forthcoming with information, feels like she has to pull information out of him. I feel like she feels that he's not really trustworthy. She cannot rely on him. So she cannot trust that he's in her corner. That's what I get. And then everything else is acting out. Now, do I think she's toxic? Yes, she's still toxic after this. Unless she does the work, she is still toxic, right? But I feel like there is an element of fear there that she doesn't feel like she can completely depend and rely on Sean. And those are the things I feel like need to be explored even further. But let's continue watching.
In those moments, what can she do to indicate to you that she needs your help at that moment in time?
How can I be thinking about her when I'm thinking about let me survive?
That's the point. Never thinking about me. That's the point.
It's not never thinking about you.
Me.
Guy, we're almost having a breakthrough, and you're like, I can't even think when I'm doing. Oh God, these folk, man, I am done. They are so exhausting to me. Like, I'm just like, guy, we're almost having a breakthrough now. You want to talk about, oh, you barely survived. Like, guy, stop it. Stop it.
You never think about me. You call me a liar. What have I lied about? What have I lied about? What have I lied about? You're a man, Sean. What have I lied about? Tell me. You brought me to therapy. You brought me here. Tell me what exactly I've lied about. Because you're here, you're just talking and talking.
I'm talking.
You're not stating no facts. You're really not all that. So relax.
Let me be real with you.
Yes. Be real for once in your life. Be real.
The argumentativeness is just mind-boggling. It's like you're ready to pow.
Bro, you're not special. Right. I get a lot of girls. Bring your sister, bring your mom, bring your friends. They'll all be happy to take a position. Right?
You know what? You know what? I'm not going to get disrespected by this idiot.
Okay. So that is very immature to say that you get girls, bring your mom, bring your sister. That is rude. That is immature. Not right. And so
it's fine. It's fine.
Just because she's a big bum, she wants to my fiance. That's what she does.
What did you say?
Mandem said just because of her big bum, she just wants to get up and walk away.
What did you actually say? What did you say? What did you just say? What did you? If you're mad, repeat it. Repeat it. What did you say?
Sit your ass down, right? Stop getting in my face.
Take it down.
What did you say? What did you say? Tell me, Sean.
you getting in his face is just mad. It's a madness, sis. It's a madness. In love and toxic, bruh. They should have said in toxic love, because I don't understand what this is. This is craziness. It is craziness. But yeah, let's move on to the third couple. Lauren and Michael. I think let's see where they first introduced them. They're slightly more sane than the rest of the others, a little bit. Now let's get into it.
We try talking about it at home and we get nowhere.
What do you mean by?
Let's go. At this point, I don't know how else we can get around our issues. So hopefully having somebody else in the room to mediate our problems is going to help us.
No second guessing, this is right.
Okay, I'm not trying to get copyrighted if I can avoid it. So let's move on.
Things out, I'm going to feel more comfortable to speak my mind because there's going to be somebody else in that room.
Hello, Laura.
Hello.
Hello, Michael. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What brings you to therapy?
Get straight into it. I guess there's a few reasons. Like there's one main reason being Lauren's career. Obviously, Lauren's a singer. I am very much like a normal 9-to-5 guy. We're complete opposite ends of the spectrum. I got together about a year ago.
Okay, this is interesting. So just to give you some context, they both started dating. I think they've been dating for about a year. And she's a singer. She does what she does. He's a regular 9-to-5 dog walker kind of guy. And so, of course, if you're dating a singer, that also comes with like things like, you know, working hours is definitely very different. Like there was a time I was talking to an artist, you know, be in the studio really late in the middle of the night. I've been to the studio with him. Right there until 4 a.m. and then I gotta wake up early to get to work the next morning. Do you know what I mean? Like, so that kind of lifestyle doesn't exactly work or mesh very well with someone who works a 9-to-5 job. Yeah, let's keep going.
Our career wasn't quite where it is now. So as it's taken off through time, I feel like there's a wedge being driven between us that's pushing us further and further apart.
What do you do for a living yourself?
I'm a manager at doggy daycare.
Right.
I'm an average sort of 9-to-5. Like I know where I'm going every day. It's the same routine for me.
Right. That's the thing. If it's the same routine for you, you almost think everyone else's routine is like that. But with artists, their routines be so different. Oh my goodness, trust me. Sometimes they're like, oh, I don't think I'm doing anything. Next thing, they get very inspired. They're like, oh, babe, I need to go to the studio right now. I'm like, now? And they're like, do you want to go? I'm like, now? I got work in the morning. You know, so that sort of lifestyle sometimes just is very, very difficult for it to work with someone who has a 9-to-5. Like now, if you have your business and you set your own hours and stuff like that, it might be a bit better. But for this, I think it is a bit of a hard one in that way. But let's keep playing.
Whereas Lauren, it could be anything. Anything could change last moment. We could be about to go to dinner, all of a sudden she gets a call and she's got to go. I want to be that pestering.
Now that would be upsetting if like you had plans with your partner and then all of a sudden they had to call you and be like, I can't make dinner today because I have to go to the studio. Especially if it's like a consistent thing. At some point it gets tiring, let's be honest.
It's a problem for me.
What's your thoughts on where Michael stands in your career?
For me, it's like quite hard really to hear because my career is getting like better, and then to hear like just from his side, it's like negative. Do you know what I mean? Like it's the only place where I'm getting negative from.
When she's got a show, regardless like whether it's like 12 o'clock at night, other in the London, like, I'll be there. Like, I'm always making the effort. It's not easy, especially when I've got like a normal job where I've got to be up at a certain time, but she doesn't understand that. So when I'm showing up to her shows and I'm not in the best moods, I feel like I'm a bit of an annoyance there, but I'm putting in the effort.
Sometimes I think it's better probably if you didn't actually come because he just like bring the whole vibe down. Do you know what I mean?
I don't.
Oh, oop. Now, this is the thing. My perspective on their relationship is the guy seems to like her a lot more than she does. She is like, it's nice to have a partner, but I'm popping. I could care less. If you leave, someone else is going to fill the spot. That is the impression I get, right? And it's not a good thing because your partner can feel that energy. when they're pouring everything into the relationship and then they feel like it's not being reciprocated, they can sense it. They're not stupid, right? They can sense it. Like, I think about it and I'm like, okay, I understand having to cancel last minute sometimes and stuff like that. I get it. But if it's a consistent thing, at some point, the partner would feel like they're not a priority. Now, I understand, like, you feel like you're at a point where you're trying to build your career and stuff, and that's like a priority for you. But your partner, if you're going to be in a relationship, should also be a priority. So there should be times if you have to say, guys at the studio, I don't work on Thursdays, I'm sorry, or every second Thursday of the month, because that's me and my partner time, right? And then block out the time. You can do those things, right? You can, right? Even things like, for instance, he is a manager at doggy daycare. Sounds like sometimes he walks dogs and stuff like that. I don't know fully what his job like entails, but if that's part of it, then why not like come with him twice a week during the day to walk his dog, follow him? Because usually most studio sessions are later on during the day as opposed to like earlier in the day, right? So you could actually make time and prioritize your partner if that was something you were interested in doing. There are ways around it. So for me, I just feel like the way she's responding, with barely any empathy for him, I don't like it. Now, in all fairness to her, I will not appreciate if my partner showed up for me at an event with a stank face. That just ain't gonna work. Especially like when you're doing something creative, right? When you're into anything creative, right? A little shift in energy can affect your energy and your performance, right? So, having to be in a good space mentally, I don't want to see you at the show with a stank face, and now I'm thinking, am I not sounding right? Is everything okay? Now I'm worried. So, I would say if he feels like he cannot put on a good face, he should stay home. So, I do agree with her on that. However, the way she said it is not right. The way in which she's managing that is not empathetic. That's not really how you treat your partner. So yeah, let's keep going.
I don't understand why she's saying that I'm bad vibes. She's not even acknowledging my existence half the time. I get maybe like a little nod or a wave, and then it's like straight back to just Laurenville, you know?
I think he thinks it's like bring your boyfriend to work day. Like if I'm not going to.
I feel like he wants more, right? He wants acknowledgement, like, oh guys, thank you so much for coming. And can I just say a lovely shout out to the man that I love? He is so sweet. He's adorable. He does great things for me. He's so supportive. That is what he is looking for, and that is not something Miam looks like she wants to give honey. It's not giving that at all.
Everyone, oh, by the way, this is my boyfriend. This is my boyfriend. You know, it's like it's not your show. It's not about you. You've come to support me. So either do that, or probably better if you didn't. If you're going to bring like the vibe down.
Girl, you were rude, right? I understand you saying, oh, you don't really like introduce him to people and whatnot. But after the show, why not introduce him to a few people? It comes across as she's very, very self-centered. And she's like, let him do what I want him to do. Let him sit down there and be supportive and keep quiet and go home afterwards. That's all she wants. And I don't think it's fair on him because he has his needs as well. It's clear to me that Lauren is not a priority. Michael is not a priority for Lauren. She even says it. Except for Marie again. Sorry. I'm just not doing it. Let's go back to Michael and Lauren. Oh, was that the only time they showed them? Well, they showed them again towards the end. Oh, sorry guys, I just had to... Oh, goodness me. Okay, right there at the end. They really didn't give them much camera time. I'm guessing because they are the least toxic of them all.
Girlfriend, go back to your little ex then.
Now the lies are out. Are you able to get past it?
There is actually one other issue. I think that Lauren is in love with her friend.
What?
Bro, why you getting pissed? Where you going? Where you going?
Yeah, when I say to you that it's looking like it's gonna be a mess this season, I'ma just play it and let it play. And then so that like when we're covering it, you guys can also be on it because this is about to be a mess this season. But yeah, that is the end of the recap. Thank you so much for listening. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys thought of this episode. What did you guys think of my commentary and the sorts of conversations that we covered? Would you like me to continue to do more in-depth breakdowns like this? Yeah, let me know in the comment section below. If you've come up until this point and still haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Make sure you tap that bell for notifications. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers very, very soon before the end of the year, guys. So please help your girl out. The year is almost coming to an end, but I'm trying to hit that 1,000 mark. So please make sure you subscribe. Please make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. Don't forget to share it. And see you later. Bye.